Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Channel. My website is teamchicago.tv, teamchicago.tv. We're in Jerseyville, Illinois, just southwest of Springfield, a little southwest of Springfield, northeast of St. Louis. We're here with the Class of 79, AMA Class of 79, not-for-profit organization raising money for injured flat track racers. It's a good cause. They're raising money. They help a lot of racers. There's a half-mile race. I'm going to show you the highlights over the next 10 to 12 to 14 minutes. The highlights right here from Jerseyville, Illinois with the Class of 79. And don't forget my website, teamchicago.tv. First race we're going to look at is the Veterans Class. This is for riders over 40 years old riding any year, any style bike. Jumping off the line, that's number 44. That's Tony Watkins. He's from Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Right there, 63P, is Greg Sodders, and he's from Tribdy, Illinois. He's on a Honda. We got two Hondas up front. Third place is like 87. That's Scott McLaughlin from Alton, Illinois. And Jay Chandler, as we see this battle developing up front, 44 and 63. 44 is that Tony Watkins, right on his heels, right on the back wheel. That is Greg Satter. Greg Satter making a move on the inside. This is Blue Groove Racing. It's the skill of riding on the groove, staying on the groove, getting a good traction. As we see Satter come back, Watkins trying to go ahead, but Watkins slipped off the groove, and that was enough to allow Greg Satter to go on and pick up the win. Third place is Scott McLaughlin, but it is Satter picking up the win in the Vet 40 class. And now we're going to get the heat race for the 450 class. These are 450 motorbikes. The same four riders raced in this class, and they raced in the open class. They're running motorbikes, more modern bikes, 450 single cylinders. Jumping out front on the Suzuki, that's Dallas Daniels. Second place is 106. That's Matt Gunther. Number 11 is Norman Whitman. And number 49 is Clayton Criswell. But 32 went on to win both heat races in the open class and in the 450 class. It was in the final events. In the open bike class, it was Dallas Daniels. He's from Mattoon, Illinois, on that Suzuki. He had the hot hand as he leads Matt Gunther across the line, going on to pick up the win. The battle for third place was between Clayton Griswold and Norm Whitman, and it was Clayton Griswold taking third. Norm Whitman was fourth place, as we see Dallas Daniels going on to pick up the win over Matt Gunther. Now we're looking at the start of the 450 final. Again, these are all motorbike 450 singles. There may be one framer out there, but this is for 450 motorcycles making that great charge. That is Matt Gunther, number 106. He's from St. Jacob, Illinois. Right with him, it is Dallas Daniels from Mattoon, back and forth. Daniels, who want to make it a clean sweep. He won both heat races. He's trying to get by Matt Gunther. But it's Matt Gunther who's got the hot hand as he goes on to pick up the win. Daniels is second, Sandoval was third, and Whitman fourth place. And now we're looking at the 80 to 200 cc, 2 strokes and 4 strokes, but on that 85 Husqvarna, that's Chase Sadhoff. He's from Hillsbourne, Illinois. Second place is the young Chase Anderson. He's on the Kawasaki. Third place is Ellie Calkin from Brighton, Illinois, in that 597 Honda. But going on to pick up the win, it is that national star, Chase Sadhoff, picking up the win with the Husqvarna. Second place went to Chase Anderson. And then in the 65cc race, it was that Chase Anderson who had the hot hand. He's on that Kawasaki. He's from Caseyville, Illinois, going on to pick up the win. Zane Holbrook was second, and Clayton Price ended up in third place. In the quad race, open quads, 525 is Chris Smalley. He's on that Honda. He's got the hot hand. Second place went to Scott Anderson. Third place went to Ryan Eckstein. Zach Switzer was fourth. And now we are looking at, this is the quad, youth quad, 0 to 90. Up front, 329 is Balin Thomas. He's from San Jose, Illinois. Second place is Stenson Royer, and he's from Cluster, Illinois. And third place went to Nathan Chambers, and he is from Berthoud, Illinois. And now we're looking at the 50cc chain race. Up front, that is Brandon Anderson from Caseyville on the Yamaha. Braden Ritchie from Caseyville is on the Cobra. As we see the young rider, that's Remington Leonard. He's from Greenville, Illinois, having a great time on his Yamaha, racing down the front straightaway at this beautiful half-mile track. Next race we're going to look at is the 250 amateur jumping out front. It is at Gunnar Schmitt from Farmington on the Suzuki up front. Second place is 45. That's Tanner Pollard. Third place is Annie Wyman, 158. She's from Benton, Missouri. This is the heat race. In the final, Gunnar Schmitt went on to pick up the win as we see him win this heat race. Second in the final was Kyle Adams. Tanner Teller was third, and fourth place went to Annie Wyman. And now we're looking at one of the feature events, the Astro Cup Challenge. Up front from Michigan, that is Tom Hicks. He's from Allen, Michigan on the Bultaco. Right there, it is Charlie Roberts. Charlie Roberts, the Groove Master. Former national number 64, Charlie Roberts, who got his national number in 1980. And he is one of the founders of the class of 79, putting together this race to raise money for injured dirt track riders. As Charlie goes on to pick up the win, we're going to turn the call in the final over to Scotty Duber, the AMA National Championship announcer.
Astros battling for the lead here at race number 11. 83S into the lead of the hot rod. Gary Nixon back there on the 42 machine to lead the 80s vintage 500 class. Next shows that slower guy right here in the middle, 3 and 4. Trying to get around him safely. 52 Mike Engineer. This time by the white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. 52. Is out front. Second is the 64 of Charlie Roberts. Last lap, main event number 11. Turn 3 for the final time. 52 Tom Hicks from Allen, Michigan is going to win the Astro shootout. Deep thing on 2 more wheels. Down the straightaway. Here he comes. Your winner, Tom Hicks.
It's Tom Hicks picking up the win. And we're going to go to the trophy presentation. Hosting the trophy presentation is Bo Braswell, well-known country western star.
Charlie, take off your helmet. He's not listening to you. He wants to see your pretty face, Charlie.
Y'all make some noise for these guys. Charlie Roberts, what was going on out there? It looked like you were having a little trouble.
I don't know what happened. The brake pedal quit working, and this is not an easy racetrack to ride without great brakes. But I don't want to take anything away from Tom. He's a hell of a competitor. He rode a good race. He made a few mistakes and gave me an opportunity, but without being able to slow the thing down going in the corner, it's hard to keep it on the groove.
Well, I know you talked a lot today about a lot of the riders that were here that came out to support the class of '79. But the truth is, Charlie, that you know, this is your deal. You put this on. This is your baby. You know, I know Steve and a lot of the guys in class of '79 help you. But thank you, just on behalf of all the riders and the fans, for doing what you do for all these guys. Man, thank you so much. Y'all give it up for Mr. Hicks. How about it? Rode the wheels off this Bultaco. How about it?
Hey, you think I'm not riding? Yeah, it sounds like fun.
I gotta tell you, you get around a groove half mile pretty darn good. That was some awesome racing.
Thanks. Grooves aren't my favorite. I'm a cushion rider, so I'm a groove cushion. We still had fun on this groove.
Hey, here is your first place trophy.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now we're going to hit the second feature event, the Open Pro class. Up front in the heat race, it is Sammy Halbert running at number 69. Second place, it is Henry Wiles on the Kawasaki. Battle for third between Jeff Carver and Bronson Bowman. Going on to pick up the win in this heat race, though, it is Sammy Halbert running number 69, the number of his late great brother. And earlier I had a chance to talk to Bronson Bowman, Rob Pearson, and 12-time Peoria national winner, Henry Wiles, who's running second in this race.
Hey, my name's Rob Pearson. I'm from up around Peoria, Illinois, and I came down to Jerseyville to race this race promoted by Class of '79. They do a lot to try to help the injured riders, so definitely wanted to make it down here and you know, be here to support their team. And looks like it's going to be a good day. I got my Yamaha 450 and my Kawasaki Twin to choose from, so I guess we'll just see how the day rolls out. I'm taking the one out, and I guess if I'm really good on it, I might just stick with it or, you know, try them both. So we'll kind of see what the track shapes up to be like. If I can get it around there on a Twin, I will. Otherwise, I'll ride my 450. That's a little bit easier to throw around and manage.
Originally out of San Luis, California. Here in Jerseyville, gonna do some racing. I'm riding my Honda 450. It's in a wood frame, so we're racing for pro class today, so hopefully we can make some money. On a track that's gonna be smooth, hopefully like today is. Hopefully this thing will be a little bit faster and handle a little bit better. So I don't get to ride it very often at all, so I'm really excited that I get to come out here and ride it and have some fun today.
Miles, number 17. We're here in Jerseyville helping out, supporting the Class of '79, this cool race they put on. We put up some money for us pro riders, so we're coming out here and racing. And the Class of '79 does a really good thing though, where they help the injured riders out. You know, they were just telling us some numbers up there in the stands, and I mean, it's in the thousands, the tens of thousands of dollars that they help some of these injured riders out, and that's really awesome. So really happy to try to support an organization like this, and hopefully a lot more people will jump on board and support it, because I know there's not, you know, a lot of money in this at any rate. We're not getting rich.
Thank you, gentlemen, as they line up for the trophy dash. 23 is Jeffrey Carver. 27 is Rob Pearson. He's riding a Kawasaki Twin. Henry Wiles is on a Kawasaki Twin. And let me state again that Henry Wiles won Peoria 12 times in a row, but on a Kawasaki single. We're going to turn the announcing back over to Scotty Dubler from the AMA.
Here comes Wiles in second. Carver takes a look. He goes up the high side into second. Carver on the rear wheel to 69 down the back straightaway. 750 on front for Rump's actually in second. Here comes Bubs Pearson now up to third. Wiles in the fourth spot. In a turn for three they go. It's 4 laps to get it done. We got 3 down there. Here comes Carver trying the high line. High, wide, and hands. He's got to ride it all the way out. Slamming Sammy Howard at the point. Carver right there in case anything happens. He likes the high line on the road tax. Here he comes. He gets sideways coming up for turn 2. That's going to cost him. Down the back straightaway. Sammy Howard 69. Now Pearson says, I'll take that second spot away. Jeffrey Carver back to third. Pearson now up to second. It's Sammy Howard. He'll look at the halfway flags. 2 down, 2 to go. 69 out front. It's Howard Halbert by about 15. Bike leads back to 27 of Pearson. Just right behind him is the 23 of Carver. One more left to go. Dasher out front. Carver trying to go around the outside and passes Pearson for a second. Pearson grabs a handful on his Kawasaki. They're going to go down the back straightaway. This is all for Knox. This is going on way behind the 69 of Halbert. Look at Pearson dive in deep into turn to 3. Carver's going to come with them. Last lap, last corner. Can anything happen? Here comes your Dasher Catch winner.
With Sammy Halbert picking up the win in the final event. It was Sammy Halbert winning again. Second place with the Jeffrey Carver. Rob Pearson was third. Bronson Bowman was fourth. Henry Wiles was fifth. And I am now lined up in the plus 60 classes as we wait for Kevin Clark, the AMA National starter, to flash the green light, blasting off the line. I believe that is the chaplain. That is Joe Baggard from Peoria, Illinois, on the Honda. He's up front. Second place is Roger Johnson. He's from Princeton, Iowa. And third place is Charlie Hall from Edwardsville on the Honda. I'm running in fourth place on my Triumph. And for more information on the class of 79 and friends, raising money for injured dirt track racers, go to their website, amaft79.com. And as an added feature, we're going to go and listen to Gary Nixon, the late great Gary Nixon, tell the story about his first professional race right here in Jerseyville, Illinois.
My professional career kind of cheated a year on my age, but back then you had to be 18 and I was 17. And I had a race in Jerseyville, Illinois, and I was riding for Ed Holcomb and didn't have a good Ken Maley steel shoe at the time. I made one out of a car bumper, and it was like kind of a tacky track that day. It rained and the track was wet. And the first lap going in turn one, I stuck my foot in the hole and kicked myself in the back of the head. And the one thing I remember about that, I'm at the hospital. My doctor's name was Dr. Pepper. I remember that. And so that was kind of the start of my professional career, but didn't do nothing. My dad again bought me a 1955 Triumph Speed Twin, it was called, dirt track bike. And so Alan helped me take care of it, Bill, and took me around to the races. And the first year, back in my day, they didn't have a novice amateur. It was listed B rider and unlisted B rider. So I was an unlisted B rider, and back then, if there weren't enough riders to show up, then everybody would run, experts and everything would run together. My first year I didn't do real good. I think maybe I made $300 that year, maybe. Next year I was a listed B rider, and I ran with the experts several times, probably didn't make the podium. I think I made $600 that year when I was a listed B rider. And in 1960 I turned expert.
Hit the national circuit, looking for his triumph. The Bugsy Man took him.
It was great working with Gary Nixon, recording his life story, a 3-hour video. The DVDs are available for $20. Go to Team Chicago, P.O. Box 30066, Chicago, Illinois 60630-0066, or email me at teamdan45@gmail.com. Don't forget teamchicago.tv, walkwithdan.com.
You're a throttle rocker, dirt tracker, iron horse man. Just rides a mile as fast as he